Hey guys, welcome to episode 3 of Let's Learn Kill 'Em All. Today we're going to be looking at the rhythm guitar for Motorbreath. So don't go anywhere. Okay, so the opening riff of Motorbreath starts with a chromatic power chord ascension. So it starts off with an A power chord on the 5th fret of the low E to a B flat power chord on the 6th fret of the low E, going up to a B, and that's where the next rhythm starts. So the next part is a kind of a gallopy type of rhythm. Now on the right hand, we're going to play the E string like this, palm muted, very palm muted. You want to get a really deep mute on that string, right? Now remember, when you're palm muting, never hold your wrist too far down this way, otherwise you get the open note. You want it nice and tight, right? Especially for this song. When you listen to it, you listen to the riff, it's extremely tight when it's being played. Alright, so let's take a look at the right hand pattern. So the right hand pattern is going down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. So, and that just repeats through the whole thing. So it starts on the single note B, and remember, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, to G, A, F sharp, B, G, A, F sharp. And don't forget to play that rhythm exactly how it is. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. So the verse setup and verse riff follow suit with the previous section in that we are also following a gallopy type of rhythm. So let's take a listen at what that sounds like. Okay, so starting off, we have a B power chord, so we're in the key of B minor, going B on the 7th fret of the low E string, dipping down to A, coming right back up to the B. So in theoretical terms, this is called a neighboring tone, or in this case, a neighboring power chord. So imagine having a power chord as your next door neighbor. So we do that twice. And then we come down to a G, and we do the same thing with the F sharp. So we go G, F sharp, G, F sharp. Then we come up to A on the 5th fret of the low E. A, do the same neighboring tone type of thing. G, A, G. And then finally, the last chord, F sharp to E. So you can kind of view this as a grouping of two chords instead of just the one. Kind of makes it easier to remember as a progression. So here we start with the B. Our neighboring tone is the A. And then it passes down to G and F sharp. So that's the second grouping, G, F sharp. The third grouping is A and G. And the fourth is F sharp and E. One other thing to note about this riff is that it's not always played the same way throughout the entire song. If you listen to how the riff is played at the very beginning of the song, it doesn't have a lot of the extra galloping going on. It's actually played a little bit more straight, like this. But as it progresses, you can listen for the variations. As it progresses, there's more and more variation that happens. So sometimes you have it like this. And other times it comes out like this. So just listen to those individual sections, individual verse sections, to see exactly how that works. And the last part of the verse riff, every single time, has this extended tag where it just does the B power chord 3 times. So the first 2 times it goes, and that last time it's very staccato, so you want to make sure that you're really digging into that, like that. The chorus of Motor follows 5 simple chords that go like this. Now there's not much to be said about what I just played there, except that the chords go basically directly with the vocal melody as it's going. So if you're listening to the song, or you're, better yet, you're singing along to your guitar playing, we have Motorbreath, it's how I live my life, I can't take it any other way. Motorbreath, a sign of living fast, take your breath away. Okay, so there are very key sections where you have to be following along exactly with the vocal, otherwise it's not going to sound right. So we start off on a B power chord, to a G, to D, connecting to an F sharp, to a G, an E, F sharp, E, F sharp. And then it goes again, B, G, D, F sharp, G, E, F sharp, E, F sharp. Now another thing that we need to note is that the first and second ending are different. The first ending goes along with the lyrics once again, but the rhythm is like this. Da 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 da. The second time around the rhythm goes like this. Right? So far more choppy, far more staccato. So when you reach that ending part, you need to have a lot of conviction and chop on those last few chords, otherwise it won't sound right. The next portion of Motorbreath is probably the most technically difficult section. It goes like this. So the first thing I'm going to say about that is that it's one hell of a workout on the right hand to move that quickly through it and use all downstrokes in true James Hetfield fashion. Now remember, whenever you're playing a Metallica song, and this is part of the compositional element of Metallica's music as well, is use downstrokes as often as you can. If it's slow enough, use downstrokes, okay? Even if it feels like it's slightly too fast, you should probably use downstrokes too, as is this in this section right here. So let's go a little deeper into this. So we're in a B power chord position. Our first finger is on the 2nd fret of the A string. Pinky is on the 4th fret of the D string, right? So you're holding that down. Now I'm starting on the D string and I'm pulling off to a bar that I have my pointer set on the D string at the 2nd fret. So we're going like this. One pick. And then we palm mute the A string. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we follow it with 2 2 strikes of the D string on the 4th and the 2nd as well. So do the exact same rhythm, just let go of the A string. So now the A string is open, and then go right back to the B as soon as you're finished there. So we're starting like this: B, B, A, B. Okay? So here's a little bit more in-depth technical knowledge of what's happening here. So we're playing a B5, going to a B4. So it's almost as if we're adding a sus4 element into the equation. And then we're going to an A6, resolving to an A5. So we're used to the A5, but we're not always quite used to the A6. And then back to the B5, B sus4 type of thing. So kind of cool on their part. And the ending of that goes B, B, C, and then into the next section, which we're going to do right now. Now this is my favorite section of the song. It really shows James Hetfield's ability to shine as both a writer of rhythm guitar and a player of rhythm guitar. And in both of these elements, he appears to understand how the song is progressing as well. So let's take a look at this. So here it is full speed. Here's the first solo, full speed. So we're going. So there's a little bit of a chromatic interplay between the parts. And notice that this riff is in a completely different key to the rest of the song. That adds a little element of excitement to the solo section on behalf of the rhythm guitar, right? It's the writing and the form and the rhythm that really gives it its character. So we start off on a C sharp power chord, but we're playing it in a more unique fashion. So we're starting off with a bar on the 4th fret of the A and the D string, and we're very quickly hammering on to the power chord shape at the 6th fret with the pinky. So the 2 chords are just C sharp with that 16th note rhythm in between. Full speed. For the final solo section, the rhythm guitar pretty much follows the exact same thing, except it's double the length. But it doesn't do the chromatic section at the end of that. Instead, it repeats itself another time to sort of, and actually I have to say this, it gave me the illusion that that was a riff I had never heard in the song. Just because the guitar solo is so loud going over the top of this riff, I didn't even notice it was there. You know, the first 100 times I listened to the song. Until the outro. And the outro makes it prevalent. The outro actually gives this riff more meaning. So here's the outro. It's slightly different from the rest of the solo section, as it actually has a change at the very end. So let's check that out. So the only difference between that and the solo sections is the very ending of it, right? So you play this, C sharp, twice, but on the last time, it does triplets on the G sharp, B, F sharp, and the C sharp. Alright everybody, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please take a moment to subscribe to the RomanOva Music channel. I post new stuff every week, and I know you don't want to miss out on that. Also take a moment to visit my website, www.romanovamusic.com, where you can book private lessons with me, access my music store, and even send donations if you're feeling saucy enough. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.